Welcome, everyone. So, after being so quiet for a moment, but I'm welcome to another tournament match. As you can see, I am currently playing as Dracula, with my adversary being Stratus656. So let us just think on where to start here. I have a hoax, a reckless vamp, a bodyguard, a saboteur, and a mob. Where to begin? So he's going pizza with his setup. This is Pizza Wizard's start. Definitely incite some thoughts. England is definitely less good versus Pizza Wizard's start. We'll go with... We'll make first location... Let's go with first location being... Let's have first location be Strasbourg. That is a typical central location to check, but... So, no, let's make first location... This is difficult, but... Yep. Just thinking. Interesting. I'm just thinking. Last round of league. And all. Last round of league and all. Yes, as this is the final round of the league phase, I must consider my... If I am to keep my position in the top 4, I must consider each move carefully. We will go with Leipzig as the first location. And begin at Berlin. Northern... Oh. Hello, messieurs. Hello, messieurs. Local rumors? Alright. Just as well I didn't choose to start in England. Yeah, Ida is only behind me. It is, well, I suppose after my first win in this round, my win of the first game in this round, technically 2 wins behind. But at the end of the last round, only 1 win behind. So I do have to play this carefully. It will, especially now, since I've already won a game this round, it will take quite a lot for me to not make the knockout phase. But now my fight is to stay in the top 4 so that I can skip over the first knockout round. Well, Hamburg... Northern Germany is a place where I am known to start art. We'll begin with the hoax, because why not? If you don't start with a hoax, you almost never do a hoax. Or rather, one almost never gets through. And after that, I end up stuffing them into layers. But we'll give it a go. Who knows? sometimes you get lucky. Holy bullets and escape route. Very nice smokescreen stuff. Discarded dogs. No real surprise in that. I think I will go to Berlin next. Stay in the more obscure locations of. I'll start with the most obscure locations of Germany, of northern Germany. I might even risk going to Prague. Get all the CG spots, CG nuke spots out of the way first. Misdirect. Next thing to go down is bodyguards. That's also a nice thing to mature, as I know it was explained well in a recent video that if this matures, it's an encounter that travels around with you, for you to spring whenever you see fit, or for you to see when they are on top of you. It's just one extra encounter. Okay, holy bullets and a holy circle. Okay. Very well. Alright. Do I go to Prague? He's already fed me quite a few Draculans for that hoax, if he doesn't find it. But I'm not gonna count on that. An early newspaper. The fact early newspaper is unlikely, with 6 of the first 8 events of the pile, 2 of them being no, that was the 3rd day. So 6, precisely half of the first 12. Okay, so that makes it a little bit more likely that he has one. But nonetheless, the fact that there were so many that went to the discard pile immediately is useful for me. I think we'll go to Leipzig and lay down the saboteur there. Basically, I'm gonna attempt to develop something of a wall around my hoax. And the bodyguards are not so much of a wall, but it's good if they mature too. And if the hoax delays them from reaching the bodyguards, then, well, it'll have done something. It'll have done more than simply delay a hunter. Scouts, alright. So, Strider, he may well check down in Spain, but he knows that my playstyle is something entirely different from most. And that is to go central, which is doubtless why he has chosen Pizza Wizard setup. As it is good versus Central Start. Except the thing is, I don't mind one bit if they find my early trail. In fact, I kind of want them to an extent. So he knows that I'm very fond of Frankfurt. So should I avoid that? How much do I do the mind game of how much Strider knows me? Because he and I faced off in the first round, and we faced off against each other in previous tournaments. So he knows me quite well in terms of as an opponent. I mean, he knows that I'm not one to be trifled with, and one that must be taken seriously. But nonetheless, we shall. Showing a horse now. Okay. Not all that surprising. She's with Gul'daming, so that's not unlikely to happen at all. slide, and then we will go to Cologne next. Continue building as much of a wall as I can around the hoax. Put a spy down to inconvenience them as they attempt stuff. Okay, and he didn't get perfect time newspaper, so that's definitely good. Got... newspaper today would also suck. Newspaper at all, for that matter, would suck for the hoax. If they do have it, I want it to be dawn or dusk, because it'll take them, on average, 2 days to reach each. It'll take them, without events, evil presence, okay? Just as well I didn't... I could have chanced Prague and then gone to Nuremberg and gotten away with it, but... So, it takes them, without events, 2 days to reach Hamburg. If I'm lucky, then if I'm lucky, then they simply don't have newspaper at all. But if they don't, if they do, and I've gotten unlucky, so I'm actually just going to follow the rail line for now. As strange as this may seem, I'm starting with all the places that are easy to get to, so that I can go to more obscure locations later. Saboteur? Yeah. Sorry about that. So I had a slight fit of coughing, which is why I keep a water bottle on hand. So, I suppose next I lay down an aristocratic vampire. So what I'm doing is just laying down one delaying thing after another. I don't care if they find them. After starting with a couple just things that are nice if they mature, yeah, he'll be going to Cologne, perhaps? Or does he not have that powerful a ticket? Okay, so we shall make it so that he cannot heal by night. And also, if you want to remove it, show me a weapon. So what can I... Is there anything... I can't rule anything out apart from dogs, so he has a rifle. Good to know. Good to know. Thank you. Thank you, my saboteur. This will make it so I can't heal by night, so if I end up dealing enough damage... Oh. A heroic leap trade, perhaps? That would definitely suck. But... she can horse... Oh, white one. Dead horse. That's very nice for me. Nice. Thanks. Heroic leap. Escape route. Ouch. But now I could feed and try to finish him off. That's why I ambushed with the saboteur. Probably not. I think I will form while I can. Since Mia just discarded a horse, she'll be staying there to supply it for a couple turns, at least. Ouch. Well, he spent the heroic leap, and, well... The fact that Sword was delayed. Newspaper? Okay, showing Leipzig. My hoax may get through. Unless Seward too has a horse and gets more fortunate with his horse roll. Either that or Goldaming has sense of emergency or charred carriage to get up there. So, will they be too concerned about my trail to chase after me yet? Especially with me having just lost a horse? I could go with Wolfhorn. Or I could go with Feed, make his heroic leap. His heroic leap would hold me in place then, and deal 2 damage in effect. Tempting, to be sure. I know he has a rifle, and this would be a daytime fight, so I mean, is that a planned ambush? An escape route? But if I wait, then he starts his Seward healing. I think that we will... But health is a resource. He already spent the event. At least it's not... I don't have to worry about it when I get low. Yeah, I think we'll go with doing... Yeah, wolf form can mean a lot of different things. From here. Will Wolfholm to Nuremberg? He knows that it's Upper Germany, so he won't expect me to go to Southern Germany. I'm gonna lay down aristocratic here. That will definitely be the next thing I place. What is there? Either he does a renewed vigor, gets more fortunate with the horse roll with Van Helsing. Okay. A renewed vigor being done now is pretty good. I probably should have played reckless rather than aristocratic, but he will likely expect me. This will likely be still only for the purpose of getting Goldaming up to Berlin and up to Hamburg. I doubt he's that ready to chase after me now. Okay, and if I'm lucky, he has no weapon. And then he's delayed. Okay, I'm not that fortunate, but nonetheless. Oh, supply. Alright. Well then, that may change things, because there are there's a juicy number of 8 Drac events in there. from which I can choose which one I get. If this matures. He will hardly think Seward ready to go chasing after me yet. He won't send Seward bounding away on a horse after me, and that's the only way, unless he plays a chartered carriage, or a sense of emergency, which would make matters even worse for him, since then he would have no events, and he would be challenging me with either 2 or 4 health to a night fight. Okay, that... Oh, excellent weather. A clever way of doing it. So that means he gets delayed. Or either that or he loses a stake. Horse 2. She'll be heading to Leipzig to take out that, I imagine. Either that or possibly Marseille. Block that off before I can reach it. With a 2, he's not going to be going to Nuremberg. And then I can go to Munich. Search it. That way I can have potentially 2 of them to... Since he spent... Either he simply was... I have him fully convinced that it is what it is, a hoax, or okay, Van Helsing is delayed, and now even though she's showing a pistol and will be able to discard it, and she has a stake too. Okay, so she has so I know precisely what Mina's got. So that's 2 of them delayed, so there will definitely be no RV nonsense tomorrow. Okay, lair. Place a mob, I suppose. That's the least useful of these. Okay, my first fog. What is a location where desecrated soil might stand a chance of maturing? We'll go to Prague. Van Helsing and Mina aren't going anywhere. But if Gul'dan checks Nuremberg, is that like if he has a horse? Well, no, except does he have one? I mean, one's in the discard. Mina just showed one. Where's the third? Let's just play it safer. Not Munich, but also not CG nuke spot Prague. And well, if nothing else, it'll end up giving me card draw. So, where's the second horse, I wonder? I will say that going to Zurich is also somewhat risky, as that means that Seward may horse to me. Checking Paris. Okay, so Seward is supplying. Possibly looking for the last horse? Gul'dan obviously doesn't have it. He would have got my horse if he had one. Scouts. Alright. Chances are I may well get discovered now. Not in Clermont-Ferrand. Interesting. It's by a wolf... Okay. For a moment I thought that was Le Havre and Nantes. Of course you wouldn't check Le Havre. It's not yet. Okay. So, ein heroic leap, one excellent weather, one renewed vigor. That is a lot of hunter power spent simply to destroy my first hoax. And my initial trail. So despite the fact that I didn't get any kills, didn't get a Dracula event, I'm fine with that. Slide the trail there. Place a wolves there. We'll go to Milan. Place bodyguards. Oh, another soil. Yeah. At this point, he won't be surprised that I'm rumoring my wolf form location. So, and he's ruled out a couple options, but since Golano is moving by train, there is actually a risk that he may train right onto me in Milan. Okay, discarding a heavenly host. That means that CG will not be a nuke. Alright. But since that was evil presence and not local rumors, that doesn't rule out anything. Okay, going together for a trade, presumably. The fact that I discarded a heavenly host leads me to believe that he just found that, and the fact that Stewart didn't supply but moved to go to him, I expect that he has the other horse. I see. He would have shown dogs while searching this if he had them, so therefore we'll... Except he has supplied a couple times, but no, we know all the dogs in the discard, so we'll make Van Helsing either show us his hand and discard his tickets, or discard a weapon. Admittedly, Van Helsing is the one that... Oh, goodness. Me... Being a horse killer. What do you know? Indeed. Oh dear. I mean, obviously for me that's brilliant, but it is a shame if this does end up maturing. I shall have a nasty loss of a desecrated soil, which means I should wait one more turn before laying down my other one. Make sure it's vampire or free of any vampire influence. I don't want to hide here when they could all too easily train onto me with a yellow 2. I mean, the good news for Strider is that he is near the bottom of the item deck. So, he has two options. Either try to cycle the item deck and get the horses back, or simply forget about the horses and go for rails instead. Get rid of yonder pistol, please. Okay, lair, wolves, put in wolves in the Leipzig, and place another vampire. Oh, that's interesting. Well, we'll place the rumor token a little bit later. I think what we'll do is we'll go down through Florence to Rome. Because there's he discarded a heavenly host CG is not a nuke. Uh, we'll go down to Rome and place the hoax there, and then hide and place down a fog to protect it. Make it a little bit harder for him to get to it this time. Local rumors? Now that did rule out one more thing for him, for the Wolfram location. So he knows that he now knows that I went to Zurich or Nuremberg. He knows that I have semi-duped him by, in my own words from when I'm joking about when someone did something very similar to my methods, doing the stupidest thing possible. Harker. Well, I think I might ally him in his place. He has no other ally, so he's not discarding Rufus or Aggie. So, okay. Yeah, there were very limited options. And besides, Zurich would have been a hit anyway. So, since I did pass through there. Me a little horse killer. It's definitely nice that it's kind of tonight, as Strata is no easy opponent. I mean, that being said, I am playing my stronger side today. As Dracula. I mean, so far, the only Drac game that I've lost was to Mr. Green, who, well, he had to work extremely hard and still nearly lost. It was a 1 IDS win for him. I don't have any, but I don't want to, well, I have plans. I did have plans for the hoax, but perhaps it's just not. What if I simply do that with the soil instead? That would have been nice to put in the lair. Oh well, it is what it is. Go down to Florence. Place down. Well, we may go with our first reckless vampire. Oh, another fog. By placing the aristocratic vampire there, I've made sure that I will have a good idea of whether or not they're going to. Mina can be stepping over there today, and since I put a rumor token on, he has an escape route. He has a stake. I put a rumor token on it. I think that he will be willing to take the chance. Mina's full health, even if it's a bluff and I place down wolves or bodyguards. I mean, she won't die from it or anything like that. He'll probably expect me to be going up through Munich into Zagreb, since I know the death of the horses. I healed out. In fact, since I didn't ambush and she's showing her stake as the only thing, uh, she's probably not gonna use the stake. It's a dead giveaway that's an aristocratic. He has a stake too, that's good to know. So next I put these rats in a lair, and based on what I draw, I may just put a fog just in Rome, as the moment someone checks that, they get stuck there for 2 days and seals off Naples and Bari, protecting me simply by blocking the passage. Unless there's a second and there's only one excellent weather left. Okay, so yeah, he's not taking any chances that I mean, if that were a reckless or just not a fighter vamp, it makes sense. Mia has no weapons with which I mean, she hasn't had an escape route, so worst case, I think that he could have gone away with it. Spy. Alright. Alright. Yeah, we'll just place a fog here as for... We'll go ahead and place a new rumor token here. In truth, I don't expect it to mature, but I'm keeping him focused on the here and now, on the short term of the game. And besides, there's a soil that down there at Zurich that newspaper? Going with the immediate function so he knows where the rumor token is. Getting them to use this many stakes on the non-fighter ramps is quite nice. This time he may actually chance the night fight with a fighter vamp to. Yeah, I suppose she's willing to take the risks. She has 3 events. It could well be a forewarned in the events of wolves. Since he's already encountered both bodyguards. And then he has the escape route for if it's a vampire. But she does need to resupply very soon. She's out of items temporarily. Yep. Waste those stakes. And it's not a waste. I mean, he's renting a lot of IDS, to be sure, but it could have been done in a better way. Lair, stuff an aristocratic in a lair. I don't know. There's my 3rd reckless. That's a mob. Oh, yeah, that would be. Yeah, I suppose that would be an amusing scenario. We'll just do that. Fortunately, I already tossed a mob into one of these lairs, if I'm not mistaken. Leipzig, was it? No, in that case, one of the ones I had despawned. Yeah. that would indeed be amusing. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. That would indeed be amusing. Maybe it is. So he now knows that I'm down in the boot. I suppose the only other option was that I was hiding there, and that there was a high card involved. He may well send Van Helsing up to check out what this is, because if it is a mob, I think that after that horse roll he will. I imagine that she's just going to move to a big city. After all, he has not yet checked Munich, so. Bats, rats, and mob. All the worst ones. Okay, so he has a heavenly host. Okay, bats, saboteur, and well, I now have all the vampires in a fog. I definitely can't get rid of more of that. Possibly trade with Van Helsing to get her that. Well, yeah, I suppose he had not checked Munich, so now he scans to eliminate that option. Good scan. I do not want to lair. I don't want to go lairing vampires. That's how good my hand is at the moment. I have not placed any of the fighter vamps. But now it is time to begin. The caravan of vampires. Skip. So there at least was at one point one discarded, but he will likely have retrieved. There's a chance he has retrieved that now. Yeah, we'll hide next. Or do I hide next? That would give them time to go to start sending people over. To. More cards. Yum, yum, yum. No mob, thank you. No hoax, thank you. Bodyguards, that is acceptable. That... he doesn't have one. Cards, yum. Yeah. Yum, yum, yum. Cards, yum, yum, yum. Oh, wax cylinders. Well, but will it really come as a surprise to him that I hit in Bari? Not really. So do I let that bother me? I'm considering the fact that he may well be the one to trigger the Rome fog. we'll layer the bodyguards simply because mm, it's basically a way to continue cycling the cards while still making a new layer that's close to them. I we'll go with. Do I hide or not? Do I let at that? Do I let that? Uh, do I permit that those wax cylinders to really bother me all that much? I think that we don't. Uh, I think that we do hide. Helix. He'll expect the fog, so let's give him a double vamp instead. Doming, horsing. He may well get onto me, but, well, he'll get ambushed by 2 vampires, and he'll have to fight me. So. No mesmerize. No. Since this is a new vampire, if he wants to kill it, he won't really play around it. That specifically. Do I get my mesmerize now? Or is he going to actually try to fight? Lotus Claws again. It's a new vampire, I can withstand some damage. Yeah. That was simply to try to offset the pace. This will. You'll expect a Fangs. We'll start with Mez. So he was willing to give me the 1 point if I had the Fang. Let's keep that in mind. I have a double Fangs. So yeah, let him get a knife hit, and then I fang him when he tries to escape again. I don't know. I was aware that would be the case, but okay, a pistol is his last card. I see. Good, a strength to defend myself from the knife. He may choose to escape now, but hopefully he'll try to... Okay. So, missed, perhaps? Okay, second strength. Good. So unless he does escape, specifically, but which he will be wanting to... Yeah, the vampire gets to live. And I deal 2 more damage. Yeah, if I can do that exact same thing to Seward, which will admittedly likely be a little bit harder since he has an extra... Oh, supplying? So it'll be 1-on-1? There's no heroic leap. I suppose possibly just an escape route then? Three stakes in the discard, having been baited, quote unquote, baited out by the... Yeah, so he traded all of Van Helsing's stuff off of him. So she will have that heavenly host to... Lucy's Revenge. He's really playing aggressive here. You think a knife and a pistol on one person is good enough. Well, how to begin? With this hand, which admittedly is not the best, especially with Lucy's Revenge in play. I mean, Lucy's Revenge is a form of great strength. He definitely won't be looking to simply escape. I think he'll likely begin with pistol. He knows that I know he has no heavenly host. So, therefore, he will likely not expect the Fangs on turn 1. He'll expect a Mesmerize or Strength, more likely. So, yes, precisely. Munch, munch, munch. You are yummy. You are yummy. Okay, now I can do a strength. Yeah, challenging me 1-on-1 was definitely not the best idea. Like, if you could've, I definitely would've gone Seward down here. Okay, there goes his pistol, which means I'm free to act with claws. I can trigger his Lucy's Revenge with a claw. Yeah, unless he has a normal great strength as well, this plus just some other hit somewhere or another. Okay, he's doing that while... Well played, well played. Well played. Well played. That did not occur to me. I perhaps should have seen if I drew a Mesmerize. But... Well, good on you to escape while Lucy still gave you cover. Well, good on you to escape while Lucy still gave you cover. That didn't occur to me. That didn't occur to me. So I could sit here and feed and try to finish him off. I'm in a solid enough position, but he knows it's a double vamp and there could be another RV, so I simply can't afford to do that. So he... Oh, he flipped at the fog in room. He decided to discard the wax cylinder since he knows that I just hid, so therefore it will be some time before that's useful again for analysis. Plus, he's beginning to run out of time. Unfortunately, the chance of RV is of RV number 2. That's okay. I do not want aristocratic vampires or a saboteur. Thank you. Yeah. So slide. Go ahead and lair. Venice is a good lair to have while I go to the Adriatic. I can. Do I dare stay and try to knock Gloaming out? Because then I can fog him the moment he exits the hospital. What if he has great strength though? Great. There's too many things that could go wrong. From bad combat hands to just powerful events. They're all too close. Mia can get there with the horse rule so long as she doesn't continue, so long as she stops being Mia the horse killer. Seward just needs a charred carriage or a sense of emergency, and I'm pretty sure that I saw one bouncing around, a sense of emergency bouncing around, on Mia at some point. So, or no, that was in the previous game that I streamed. Strange how they blend together, but. Oh. My goodness. Now she comes. My goodness. Now just as well I left because that would have been an added complication to me staying there. Okay. She has a horse and a heavenly host. We ambush with the hide vamp, that's for sure. I would like to get one ambush point with a reckless. She'll likely burn her escape route on the first one. Yeah, Mina's definitely well equipped, event-wise, to dealing with this. Reckless, what has he got? She has a blood transfusion, okay. Okay, so I do have a Fang. Let's start off with a Mesmerize. See how he chooses to open. So now, a knife will still kill, but a firearm won't. So what's her third item? Most likely some sort of anti-tank thing. She'll be willing to kill this one, especially if she doesn't have a stake. Especially since she burned the escape route. She'll be willing to take advantage of the ambush. Yep, it's a knife. As I expected. So therefore, she won't be looking to escape. Not this time. We will go with... We'll go with this, since I don't have a plotting. Don't want to oh, Heavenly oh right, she has Heavenly Host. Oh, that was the one I was counting for. Right. Man, she could... To risk that, I imagine he has great strength. But then again, this... 4 damage, it'll take him a little bit of time. It'll take him a little bit of time to do that. And with all the time it'll take Gul'damin to heal, this fog may yet do something. I can fog Bari when it matures. We'll see how. We'll see whether or not he gets them out of Italy in a hurry, or not. The problem is there's still Naples, with a spy, which for all he knows, is another hoax. As I've been cycling through the deck non-stop, with desecrated soils, and this is I've already shuffled it up once. For all he knows, I could have 3 fogs in my hand, not just this one. Slide trail. Lair. Toss. We'll toss Brussels, that's the most out of the way. Rats, okay. That'll be what I put in my next lair then. Well, obvious, I know, but it'll take him some time to get over here. So... So Mia has a knife and a horse. Okay, so he's going to intentionally get Goldaming fogged, so I can't throw it up just wherever. So he's gonna intentionally get Goldaming fogged, so I can't just fog wherever I like. Yeah, go ahead, search it. Go ahead, search Sophia. It'll still take him a good amount of time to catch up, so... Go ahead and let him search it. Yeah... And Goldaming could still be holding a forewarned, which is part of why I want him to have to search this to not have someone get stuck there. Yeah, the fog, and Goldaming can just spend all the time in there. So good move, Strider, intentionally triggering the fog with him instead. Although it is noteworthy that now you've trapped Mina in there as well, unless she wants to get ambushed by the hide ramp again. Yeah, he's gonna day search it, which will delay him even more. Lair. Toss away Nuremberg. Toss the rats in. There. We're gonna go like circling up. We're gonna circle up. We're gonna go west first and then circle up. Is what we're gonna do here. We make one more move to Belgrade. Then we go ahead and feed. Or do we just go to the castle? The problem is that nothing has matured yet. He still has half a week before I start scoring points. So he does have time. Just... But before too long, I am going to start scoring points. So it's neither of the expected spots. I'm saving those for later for when I may have to go back out to sea. If the game lasts that long. I mean, it might. Maybe it won't. Spy, so dispose of that there knife, lady. It's possible I should have started with a hoax and Sophia. Due to the fact that it will take him a while to get over here. But no, right now I want things that will score me influence. Great Wolf. Oh dear. This will be Pounce. And he does not have it, so Goldaming is dead, and that gives me my first 4 influence. And that takes away 2 days of their time, as that means that'll take me 3 days, not 5, of the Fury points. Stuff that there. By the time that matures, he lost a horse, a knife, a rifle, 2 event cards. Charred carriage. Alright. Since Heroic Leap is gone, there's really no 1v1 that's all that scary for me. Lair. Remove the one in Venice, I suppose? No, because Van Helsing may yet go there. Naples, and place a Wolves there. At this point, going to the castle is definitely a greedy play for in terms of going for IDS. But the thing is, how many horses are in play? Van Helsing certainly didn't have one. Mina still has one, and Seward has one. Mina is far away. There are 3 stakes in the discard, but let's not chance. I mean, Seward is the most likely person to be holding the last one. He's been sitting around supplying for quite a while. Okay. If he has it, he's at least trying to get away with not using it. Yeah, of all the Dracomans he had to give me then, it was Great Wolf. This has been just a nightmare for Scott Sword. His horses have gone dreadfully wrong, one way after another. First we had a horse killer with with him discarding 2 horses. He'll do the knife next, so he's only gonna have to resign to the fact that he's gonna get to kill this. But I'll get in all the damage I can first. Well played there. That one goes. This one goes to you, Strider. No, just thought you might escape for a final stake at first. My hand was reasonable. Was reasonable. Reasonable. My hand was reasonable. I think I'll feed next. Do it while week 4 is yet to come. More points, more health. I'm sitting on top of the spy, which is a very good pre-combat encounter. Yeah, at this point we're playing mostly for IDS. Uh, and he knows I didn't go directly to Bucharest or Varna. Surprising return. Okay, so he's gonna fetch Harker back to search as Aggie as well. If he... Yep, nope, not down there. At least not yet. But, yeah, that was a good check. Speedy Telegraph. Good move. Good move. Yeah. Mia's rather okay. Trading... Get... Suited something. Quite possibly something like an escape route or something. Or something along those lines. For in case he accidentally jumps on me. Yeah, now Guldoming supplies tries to find his scouts. How many scouts have there been? At least 3, I would like to say. Yeah, 3. Okay, okay. This far into the deck, surely he has... this far into the deck, surely he's got a forewarned. So laying down the fog. Do I really go to the castle? Tomorrow I start gaining points. Yeah, he doesn't want to risk getting like having a fog sprung on him from the lair at Bari, which a wolves would not be ideal for him either. So I understand why he's doing it that way. So that means that we start going west towards Van Helsing. I mean, or do we? That's hard to say. I will soon have wolf form back up. I think we'll hide. We have a spy with a fog for a backup. Spy is threatening enough. Where... spy is threatening enough to the point where it might be enough to coax the forewarned out of him. Guldoming found his horse again. Goodness, they've been through the item deck at least 3 times. Yeah, going back west would have been a bad idea. I can bat him into my Florence lair. The thing is, I still can't rule out him possibly having that stake. He has been very carefully not discarding a stake, so I can't rule it out. Yeah, and he could also have a vampire lair by now. This time, we shall... If he's going to hit me, it'll be either with a crucifix, a heavenly host, or... So he has a knife, I know. And I'm pretty sure he has a rifle. As well. Do I plot or do I strength? Will he dodge or punch? That's the question. Or, and he could also play a weapon. Like, if he doesn't have that stake, what does he do? He has to fight this out. So therefore, yeah. Makes sense. Now, he has a knife, but he has not yet shown me a firearm. So, we'll go with claws next. Alright. So, unless I find another mesmerize... Okay, which I didn't. We'll drive in as much damage as possible. So, unless you show the firearm this time... So he escaped either cutting his losses or Mystic Research, discard 1 Drac event. Wild Horses. How many Drac events are there left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Well, how many are there in here? 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And number 17 is right there. So there's 8. So after the 5 that he has, I have free night supplies. Nice. 5 free night supplies. Nice. Okay, yeah. He did that to go around my lairs. And since he has these night supplies, he's choosing to land. We'll bat him into Florence. And ambush along with the mob. He did have that last stake. I knew it was around. But the problem for him is that, oops, there's another vampire here. And in this part of the map, I'm just immune to CG. I suppose immune is an overstatement. Lair, place. Now here I might actually go back there. So we will actually place a bodyguards down there. So yeah, we'll go to the castle for a full refresh on my health and lay down a reckless vampire. Yeah, he has only today to kill me unless he kills this. Unless he invests time and resources into killing this. And Seward is... Frankly, Seward can't take much more. Great Strength still might be about, because the one thing that would have triggered that... okay, planned ambush. Very nice. Let's hope that I have a Fangs that I can say no... Huh. I actually cannot say no Heavenly Host. But if he does have it, he will pay a price for it. he's got a heavenly host, I mean, he may choose to simply knife, thinking that he may be able to get away with 2 damage. But will he risk that? I don't know. Okay, he has the heavenly host to destroy it. Sad. No, oh Fang, to counter that. Sad. No Fang to counter that. But well, he came there ready to fight with a planned ambush. That was good. So Seward has to rest. If I go to Galatz, and Misdirect specifically says I can't misdirect Castle Dracula. So, otherwise, if that were the case, I feel would be ducking in and out of there. That's just against the rules to do that. So this isn't over yet. If he puts a CG token down in Bucharest, that might be enough, since I hit at Klausenberg. So therefore, I think that I kind of have to wolf form out of here. Have them play possibly Misdirect Belgrade and then wolf form back there. Or simply wolf form to Bucharest. Some of them may be able to reach me, but yeah, if they have found Vampire Lair, discarding the horse, yeah. Well, discarding a horse that was. Yeah, I think to be safe, CG would still be something of a nuke because I can't misdirect the hide card or the. So therefore, I would still take arrow damage. But then again, I could just walk into the castle and I could just walk into the castle after it fell off due to that. I'd be just fine, wouldn't I? Do I sack one IDS so as to simply leave more possibilities? Let's not be greedy. Let's semi-finalize our victory. Or, well, let's consider what my location will be. I failed to misdirect, so that will be one place eliminated for him. Well, I can't. Budapest is within range of Van Helsing. Let's just, yeah, it's obvious, but let's just go for distance. And then we. Speed telegraph. Okay. Sure, and they have to do it today. Although Seward is in no real fighting shape. And he has nothing but a knife left to fight. I mean, he could have a lucky find. That's still around. There's a possibility. So Mina will need an event of some sort. Oh, Mina does have Vampire Lair, and that buys them 1 day, so that they can spend today to recover a bit of health. If Mina has the stake. But Seward had the last stake, and... But... GG well played. GG well played. No stake for... or VL? No stake for VL? She did have the charred carriage, so you can at least confront me. So he could at least confront me, if he had to use that. Oh, but that was Seward, not... I think that was Long, not... Yeah, you gotta go all in. Mina has the materials she needs to reach me. She's gonna check it. Yeah, so we're gonna have one final battle. Minimize my IDS as much as he can. Okay, she had the forewarned too. So there will be one last confrontation. One last confrontation. So that means that Seward could get in if he rolls well enough on his horse, but he doesn't have any combat events, I know that. But one final confrontation. Yeah, but lower IDS at least. Maybe. At least maybe. Yeah, so I've won this, but he's going to do his best to lower my IDS somewhat. Shame I don't have a Fang to play around Friendly Host start. Okay. Whack. No rifle. Yeah, I just have to... And with that done, I think I'll... If he does... Unless he has... Well, with 21 cards left in the deck, having great strength is not all that unlikely. Okay, no great strength, so that's it. 14 in IDS win. Very strong. Yeah. I wondered about that. Yeah. But see you next time. Next time, man. But see you next time, man. He'll be a no to talk after that. Yeah. That. Yeah, he did have CG, which is precisely why I wolf formed. Because otherwise he could have gotten me with an error. But in any event. 24 days passed. Okay, well. that's another win. So far this round, this final round of the league phase has gone 2-0 for me. Very nice. Yet another Dracula win to add to the numbers. And well, thank you everyone for watching. I definitely pity for Strider for having such a rough match with Mina the Horse Killer showing herself again. Yeah, and that great wolf helped me a good deal. That cut off 2 days worth of his time. But one way or another,